Here comes the radio guy with all new audio content for the broadcast industry with voiceover talent, John Gale.
Yes. Good morning, one and all, everyone to the group. We're glad that you're with us today. Hi, everybody. John Gale on this Friday. Can you believe it? Here we are, a Friday, February 5th, 2021. We're going to be doing some live audio radio broadcast production over the next hour or so. We want to welcome Richard Smith to the group. Good morning, Richard, and welcome to the Radio Guy. Glad you're with us today. Happy Friday to you. Let me grab a sip of my coffee, and let's welcome everybody to the Facebook Live page, as well as our YouTube channel, The Radio Guy, and now we're streaming on the Twitch platform as the Audio Pro. You can check us out there. Weekdays, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yesterday we had a doctor's appointment, couldn't do a live stream yesterday, so we are back at it today. I'm a voiceover artist, have done radio broadcasting, television announcing, let's see what else, jingle singing, audiobook, narration, gaming, animation, characters, all kinds of fun stuff over the many years of doing audio work. It's my favorite thing to do. And right now I'm going to be doing some live radio forecast, weather forecast for radio stations across the United States. Today we'll be doing around 20 or 25 of those today. We're going to get started using our digital audio workstation. This is Adobe Audition CS 2020, a part of the Creative Suites package. You might be familiar with Photoshop or Illustrator. This, of course, is an audio editing software tool. We're going to start the recorder in track 1. This is a dry read, our very first read for today, which is going to be WSEO, Nelsonville, Ohio, a country format out there in Columbus, Ohio, covering Athens County, Hocking County, Perry County. This airs today, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's put, 30 seconds on the clock and give this a read, dry read first, then we'll go back into the production after we finish the read. We'll start with tonight's day part, and let's give it a shot. Here we go. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening. A slight chance of snow later this evening, becoming mostly cloudy and cold. Our low temperature around 19, some gusting winds out of the west. Will give way to sunny skies on our Saturday with a high reaching 34. Again, a chance of snow Saturday evening, becoming mostly cloudy with a low of 20, and mostly sunny again on Sunday, a high of 28 degrees. This is WeatherBug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. All right, looks good there. Let's switch over. That's called a one-take. One-take Johnny D. We're going to switch over to the Adobe Editing Large Screen View for your post-production pleasure. There was a little wee-wah there that we managed in about the middle, so we'll find the front end of the forecast right there, highlight and delete everything else. Drag this back to the 0 cursor mark, bounce it down to a new stereo audio file. We'll add some mastering effects. Here's our little problem right here. 34. Again, a chance of snow. Again, that's just kind of normal sounding. We'll take out the breath. See what this sounds like. Again, a chance of... Again. Take out that little pause right there. See what that sounds like. And a little bit of the breath sound as well. And give this another little quick listen to. 4. Again, a chance of snow Saturday. All right, not bad. Not bad. I mean, hey, we sometimes we say little weird things when we speak. It's a normal function. We're at 30, a little over 30. We're going to trim it up real tight here, the front end and the back side, just so it triggers right into the next production. And this guy is ready to be exported now to my E drive as an MP3. We're going to save it, naming it WSEO FM ADR, copying and pasting that into the export file window, which there's a shortcut to do that. It's Control-Shift-E for the PC if you have a Windows PC. If you have a Mac, I don't know what the shortcut is. WSEO, there is the MP3 we just created. Let's send it over the internet. Off she goes to Columbus, Ohio. And we're ready to move on to WZCC in Chiefland, Florida. This is another dry template. No music behind me on this one either for Chiefland County, Tampa Bay, Florida area. This is a country classic station. The forecast airing today, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll put 30 seconds on the clock. Look at the forecast view together. Starting with tonight's day part, showers, thunderstorms, lots of that going on over the next weekend. Here we go. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the weekend. Some showers and thunderstorms all weekend long. Tonight, cloudy skies, a low of 48 degrees. A chance of some rain and thunderstorms likely on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with a high of 67. Forecasts and current conditions are available 27 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, we're a little short there on this one. We're going to fix this one in the mix as well. It's another one take Johnny G. We will trim it out. Here's the front of our forecast using the Adobe Audition editing view. Trimming it out with our razor tool, we'll highlight and delete everything else. Drag this back to the 0 cursor mark. Then, as you can see, we're quite shy of our 30. See where we're at here. Let's go ahead and bounce this down to a new stereo audio file, adding the mastering and effects that we need. Let's see, that's multiband compression, equalization, normalization. We are at 27.5, basically. We can make that a little bit longer by stretching it digitally. We'll do that by going up to our effects tab, scrolling down to time and pitch effect there. That makes a sub-menu drop down. We want the stretch and pitch process. And the current duration, 27.5, needs to be a 30 in the new duration box. We'll just use our arrow key and raise that up to 30, hit apply, and boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Here we go, finished product. Dry read, 30-second long. Will not change the pitch of my voice when we stretch it out there because that's done digitally. WZCC, here we go. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the weekend. Some showers and thunderstorms all weekend long. Tonight, cloudy skies, a low of 48 degrees. A chance of some rain and thunderstorms likely on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with a high of 67. Forecasts and current conditions are available 27 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. Conditions are available 27 by 27? I missed that mistake. Wow, that was like a crash and burn. Forecasts and whatever, they're available 27. 27 hours a day. Crash and burn there. Let's go ahead and reread this one. Wow, didn't even catch that. You guys didn't either. Nobody told me in the comments section. Let's give it another shot here. We'll start the recorder in track 1. Dry read for Country Legend Station WZCC. 30 seconds. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. 27. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening. Showers and thunderstorms likely all weekend long tonight. Cloudy skies by morning, a low temperature of 48. More rain and thunderstorms possible on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 67 degrees. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, that one was much, 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 much better, and I knew that I said 24/7 because I was very careful about it. Let's go ahead and use the razor tool and trim it out. Hey, we get mistakes like that occasionally here on the Radio Guide. That's why we do it live with all our mistakes and the glory of it when we do it right. Bouncing it down to a stereo audio file, adding some mastering and effects that we created a macro to be able to do that, which is great, rather than having to go into effects and add amplitude compression, multiband compression, all that jazz. We don't have to do it this way, so which is really nice. Any shortcut that you can do to create help and speed up the production process is greatly appreciated. So we're going to just stretch this a bit. Time and pitch again, 29.138 this time. Much better. All right, let's re-listen here, audition it, and see if it's ready to go. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening. Showers and thunderstorms likely all weekend long tonight. Cloudy skies by morning, a low temperature of 48. More rain and thunderstorms possible on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 67 degrees. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, there we go. That one's ready. I'm sorry, Richard. I kind of read your statement wrong. Do you voice track for any radio stations? I have. I did for a country station a while back, and I just left them. I haven't. I've done voice tracking in the past for stations, but currently, right now, I'm not. If you know of someone who needs a voice tracker, I'd be glad to help out with voice tracking. Love to do voice tracking remotely. It's very, very possible now. And I was doing some just recently for a country station called TNN Radio, TNNCountryRadio.com, which was in Boston. And enjoyed doing that. Takes a lot of effort sometimes to do voice tracking, even though it's a short amount of time. You can do about 4 hours, in 30 minutes or so. But if you want to do a good show, you're still going to do the show prep and all that jazz. All right, WZCC's in the can. We're going to move on now to the next signal on the list on this Friday edition of the Radio Guy. It's going to be WGNZ, Fairborn, Ohio, Montgomery County, Ohio area. They've got a music bed, so we're going to open up a multi-track template session that we pre-created for WGNZ here. As you can see, their music bed in track 1, my voiceover in track 2 with some denoise and mastering on my Shure SM7B. This airs today, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Christian News Talk Station, 29 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view. WGNZ, we've got a promotional close here, so we've got to be out pretty quick on our weather forecast, about 14 to 16. Here we go. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Some really? That would be strike 1.
Strike!
One more. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Some scattered snow showers early on, becoming partly cloudy by morning. Our low temperature around 13. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Mostly sunny skies expected on our Saturday. Light winds out of our southwest, a high of 27. This forecast underwritten by the Father-Son team at Greenview Plumbing. Let's see if I can get this in here. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-76. One more. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-7569. I'm John Gale from the Skywatch Weather Desk on Good News Radio. All right, that looks good there. Let's switch over to the Adobe Editing View. We're going to just do a little jigsaw puzzle trimming here on this one. Trimming it out at the start with the razor tool. Pull this back. We'll place it right underneath the stinger as it begins to ramp down in volume. Zoom in real tight here. We'll start a little early. We're going to raise up. Oh, I didn't mean to add a little extra clip there. Let's raise up the voice about 1.5 dB. Find that little error. I believe it's going to be over here. Father-Son team at Greenview Plumbing. Oh, that was the mistake. Okay, the first mistake. All right, so it's going to be over here somewhere. Accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Mostly sunny skies expected on our Saturday. Light winds out of our southwest, a high of 27. A high of 27. Forecast underwritten by the Father-Son team at Greenview Plumbing. Greenview Plumbing, and then right here. Pull this back, and we're just clipping out that part that we took some time working on. And we will overlap doing a quick crossfade if we can fit it in here. It might be a little bit too tight on this one. Let's zoom out. Yeah. Some quick little, let's zoom in very tight. It's hard because of the monitor I'm using, but right there. All right, that looks good. Unmute the music bed. Let's see where that winds us up at. Oh, we're still a little over. All right, that'll work. That's okay. Let's bounce it down, add our mastering and effects here. We're going to be over our 30 by just a short amount. Zooming into the back side and the front side of things, we're just trimming off dead air so it will trigger right into the production. When you're doing either a stretch or a compression using the digital editing pitch, time and pitch tool, stretch pitch tool, you can, if you leave space, you're going to elongate that space if you're doing, an expansion. If you leave space, it's going to add that space. So you want to make sure it's nice and tight into the production. I hope that makes sense. We'll go up to our effects tab to fix that, and then use the time and pitch tool again, stretch and pitch process. Current duration 30.3, basically. 0.3 of a second over. So we're going to apply a 30.
Boom shakalaka.
And let's listen. Here we go. Finish read. WGNZ AM Montgomery County, Dayton, Ohio forecast for later this evening. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Some scattered snow showers early on, becoming partly cloudy by morning. Our low temperature around 13. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Mostly sunny skies expected on our Saturday. Light winds out of our southwest, a high of 27. This forecast underwritten by the Father-Son team at Greenview Plumbing. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-7569. I'm John Gale from the Skywatch Weather Desk on Good News Radio. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Sky. Sorry about that. Looks good. It just looped there. Okay, WGNZ. That's the finished production for Dayton, Ohio forecast and the radio station there. We'll go ahead and now creating the MP3 that we just made. We will find it and send it via FTP file transfer protocol right over the internet into the IP folder, the IP address for the computer that runs the automation there on the radio station. And basically the automation software will totally trigger that when it needs to be done later this afternoon. All right. We're going to move on. QBR. QBR is a pair of country stations in Altoona and Scranton, Pennsylvania. Two different sticks there, 99.9 in Scranton, 92.7 in Altoona. This is a dry read for the evening and overnight reads for Pennsylvania. Let's take a look at the forecast view close up and put 20 seconds on the clock. Let's see. State College, Pennsylvania. This covers Clinton County, Lycoming. We'll start with tonight's day part. So we've got chance of snow showers. All right, here we go. Starting the recorder. Let's give it a read. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for this evening. A chance of some snow showers this evening. No, it's too much. Too much this evening. Here's the latest forecast from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. A chance of some snow showers this evening, becoming mostly cloudy by morning. Our low temperature around 21. I can't say around. One more. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for this evening. A chance of snow showers tonight by morning, becoming mostly cloudy. Our low temperature 21. Mostly sunny skies expected on your Saturday. Some gusting winds out of the west and a high reaching 33. And a chance of snow Saturday night, a low of 19. I'm John Gale from WQBR. All right, that's the read that we want. Looks good there. Switching back to the Adobe Editing View. You know, sometimes my dad used to say a saying, and I have applied it very much all along in my own life. He said, sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear get you. Or the bear gets you, to use proper grammar. And it's definitely true. Let's go ahead and mouse this down to the stereo audio file it needs, adding the mastering and effects. And let's look, we're a little shy of our 20. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. In other words, you know, some days, you know, you're on your game, and sometimes you're not, and the other person wins or whatever. In this case, we're having some issues. That's why I used it today, applied it for today. 19.7 current duration. New duration needs to be 20. If you just tuned in, we're doing some live radio broadcast audio production on our Facebook Live channel, as well as YouTube and the Twitch platform called the Audio Pro there. Make sure you follow us. Give us some love. Give us a little thumbs up, a like, perhaps. If you follow us, you'll get notifications when we load up brand new content each and every day right around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time as we do live radio production weekdays. All right, so we've named it. Now let's go ahead and export the file. I think I already did this while I was talking to you, but sometimes I forget. Overriding yesterday's forecast because I'd have a folder full of them. And here we go, WQBR evening in the can. Let's go ahead and send it over the internet to Pennsylvania. Now we can move on to the same read just a day part later for the morning forecast overnight. For the same two stations, dry read, WQBR the Bear, Scranton and Altoona. 20 seconds on the clock, and let's take a look at the forecast view again, starting with Saturday. Hello, waiting for it to populate here in the new version. Here we go. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into the day. Mostly sunny skies expected later on. Some gusting winds out of our west at a high of 33 degrees. A chance of some snow late night tonight, becoming mostly cloudy by morning. Very cold temperatures, a low of 19 degrees. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. Yippee-ki-yay, that's a one take. We'll take that one, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead, use the razor tool. Trim it out, pull her back, bounce it down, new stereo audio file, adding that compression, normalization, equalization here. We're right out the 20 mark, that's good. But we do have some space to trim out, which will make us short of our 20. Up to the effects tab again, time and pitch, stretch and pitch process. Whoops, stretch and pitch, thank you very much. 19.7 needs to be 20, hit a 20, hit apply.
Boom shakalaka.
And here's the finished read overnight for the morning forecast for Pennsylvania, WQBR, Altoona, and Scranton. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into the day. Mostly sunny skies expected later on. Some gusting winds out of our west at a high of 33 degrees. A chance of some snow late night tonight, becoming mostly cloudy by morning. Very cold temperatures, a low of 19 degrees. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. Here's the little too much use of the word degrees there, but that's all right. We'll say it's good enough. WQBR-OV. Now, normally I would redo that, but sometimes, again, like the way we talked earlier, it's just the way you speak, you know. WQBR-FM, overnight read in the can. Let's move on to our next station as we do some audio production for KULH, Brookfield, Missouri. This is the Kansas City area. This has a jingle bed behind me, so we're going to open up a pre-created multi-track template session that we made many, many months ago. KULH FM. Let's do the new template here that has the music bed in track 1. You can see the little stinger. Let me move my head in the center here. Little sting at the front begins to ramp down in volume. Then the music bed for the voiceover. I just got to arm my microphone. There we go. In track 2. Start our recorder. This airs this afternoon, 3 to 6 p.m. That would be Central Standard Time, 28 seconds on the clock. And let's look at the forecast view from the National Weather Service. We'll start with tonight's day part. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale as we head into the evening. Increasing clouds tonight, some light and variable winds coming out of our northwest, and cold temperatures are low around 14 degrees. Snow is likely on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with our high near 21. New snow accumulation 2 to 4 inches are possible. Snow likely Saturday night, a low of 2. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. That's a one take, Johnny G. Yeah. All righty. I know I'm a little peculiar, I guess you would say. We'll go ahead, trim off. Zoom in to the front of the voiceover weathercast right there using our razor tool. We will trim it up. Highlight, delete that. Pull this back underneath that stinging music bed. Stings like a bumblebee. We'll raise up the voiceover about 1.3, that'll work. 1.2 is fine. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both those tracks together. Add the mastering and effects we need. We'll have to add a little fade here on the end, but here's basically the finished product for KULH, Kansas City, Missouri. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale as we head into the evening. Increasing clouds tonight, some light and variable winds coming out of our northwest, and cold temperatures are low around 14 degrees. Snow is likely on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy with our high near 21. New snow accumulation 2 to 4 inches are possible. Snow likely Saturday night, a low of 2. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right there is where we want to add a little bit of a fade out. So after our trimming of the front side of things, we can be about right there. Trim off all that. We'll highlight this in the waveform. Go up to our favorites tab now. Favorites, and then down about halfway, fade out. Boom, shakalaka, boom. Perfect little fade there that's repeating over and over again. We'll scroll back to the front of things and trim off the dead air here, so it triggers right into the front of the production as the music starts. Trim that off. Pretty close anyway. Not perfect, but you don't have to be right on it necessarily if you're just talking milliseconds. KULH FM ADR right there. Overriding yesterday's. We will go ahead and find it in the E drive that we just saved it to, a little solid state E drive. And off she goes to KULH FM. If you're just tuning in, make sure you say hi in the comment section, especially if you're involved in audio broadcasting, music editing, voiceover work, digital audio production of any kind. We'd love to engage with you a little bit. Say hi, let us know what city, what state, what nation you're watching from. We have folks from all over the world that tune in every single weekday. Lots of folks from the UK and Africa, Zambia, the Caribbean, the Philippines. KEYE is up next. This is a dry read. No music behind me on this station for Perryton, Texas. This is Ochiltree County, covering the areas near Amarillo, Texas. We'll start the recorder. This is a dry read in track 1. And it airs today, 3 to 6 p.m., this forecast, Central Standard Time. We'll start again with tonight's day part and put 25 seconds on the clock. Tonight's day part, here we go. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. Cloudy skies becoming partly cloudy by morning. Our low temperature around 28. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday with our high reaching near 49. Some gusting winds out of the northwest later in the afternoon will give way to clear skies Saturday night, a low of 24. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. Good read there for KEYE AM, country station there. Perryton, Texas. Let's switch to the Adobe editing view. We'll trim out the voiceover. The weather forecast, lining it up at the 0 cursor mark. We'll bounce it down to a brand new stereo audio track file of its own. Trim off the ends here. We'll add some multiband compression, some broadcast effects. Equalization, normalization. Let's do that just with a quick macro. F6 key is what I've placed that under. We're a little shy of our 25, but we can do that just by, let's look for a long breath. Here's one. Trim up this long breath, taking out the, gets us right at the 25 mark. Okay, let's take a listen again real quick. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. All right, looks good. KEYE AM is in the can. We will name it now. KEYE AM ADR, creating a 4800 hertz 24-bit MP3. We will overwrite yesterday's forecast here, find it in my solid state E drive, and send this finished production over the internet to Perryton, Texas as AM station. A little okay, we got an error here. Let's see what we did wrong. Okay, I named it wrong. Not a problem. Just rename this. What's great about the FTP Managed Weather script page is it will not let me make a mistake. So it won't let you send the wrong file, the wrong station. You give the wrong weather to the wrong station. People have asked, have you ever done that? No, can't, which is great. On time, good job. We're ready to move on to their FM signal, KEYE FM. This is a AC up-tempo format called My FM. All right, starting the recorder over there in track 1 of our digital audio workstation, Adobe Audition CS 2020. Again, that's 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, Central Standard Time, 25 seconds. Same forecast for the FM signal. Here we go. Different intro and outro. From the My FM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, clouds will give way to partly cloudy skies by morning. Our low temperature around 28. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday with some gusting winds out of our northwest, a high reaching 49, and clear skies overnight. Saturday evening, a low of 24 degrees. I'm John Gale for Perryton's great music station, 93.7 My FM. Nice one take for the FM signal, KEYE. Yeah. Switch to the Adobe editing view. Here's the front of the forecast. Trimming it out with our razor tool right there. We'll highlight and delete everything else. Drag this back to the 0 mark. Bounce it down to a stereo audio file right here. Mastering and effects right here, which includes normalization. Multiband compression. We are a little shy of our 25. Let's look. After we trim it up, we're good to go. Finished product, KEYEF. From the MyFM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, clouds will give way to partly cloudy skies by morning. Our low temperature around 28. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday with some gusting winds out of our northwest, a high reaching 49, and clear skies overnight. Saturday evening, a low of 24 degrees. I'm John Gale for Perryton's great music station, 93.7 MyFM. From the All right, looks good there. MyFM is in the can. Yeah, Richard said he used to voice track an afternoon show in Kansas and a stick in Colorado and in Tennessee. It's interesting when you don't live there. It's harder, I think, when you don't live there a little bit. It sort of depends on the format, what they want. If they're just doing liners and, occasional little bits or whatever that they want you to read, it's pretty simple. If they're wanting you to create, a real show, especially like drive times, it can be a little more tough. And we want to welcome Anita Dakin Cheatham to the group. Hello, Anita. Thank you for being here. Sorry it took me a while to get to you. We're going to move on to KIUL. KIUL, another dry read here in, let's see, this is going to be Dodge City, Kansas. We're spending a lot of time in Kansas today. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecasted airs today, 6 p.m. to midnight, Central Standard Time, starting with tonight's day part. Here we go. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds coming out of our south and southeast. Our low temperature right around 24 degrees. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday, a bit breezy with some winds coming out of our west and northwest, a high reaching 43. Partly cloudy overnight Saturday evening, a low of 20. And sunshine again on Sunday with a high reaching near 49. Mostly cloudy skies overnight, Sunday evening, cold temperatures, a low of 16. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Good, a perfect one-take read for KIUL-AM. Scott City, Garden City, Wichita, Dodge City, Kansas. Trimming it out, we'll switch to the Adobe View. Highlight. Let's see, trim off the front end of the voiceover, get rid of everything else, pull that back to the 0 cursor mark, bounce it down, stereo audio file here. A little shy of our 30, just a bit. Add our effects and mastering first. Now we'll go up to the effects tab and stretching this a bit. We'll go to the time and pitch, stretch and pitch process, current duration 29.7. Needs to be a 30 in the new duration box. We're just holding down the arrow cursor till we hit the 30 mark. This is always a little persnickety for me. For some reason I can't type in there without it working properly. Hit apply and
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Here we go. Finished product, KIULA. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds coming out of our south and southeast. Our low temperature right around 24 degrees. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday, a bit breezy with some winds coming out of our west and northwest, a high reaching 43. Partly cloudy overnight Saturday evening, a low of 20, and sunshine again on Sunday with a high reaching near 49. Mostly cloudy skies overnight Sunday evening, cold temperatures, a low of 16. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Here's your... All right, looks good there. Let's go ahead and save it, exporting it as a MP3. To my E-Drive first, overriding yesterday's forecast, because nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Kansas City or in Scott City, Garden City either. On time, good job. We're going to move on to WTBH. This is another station in Florida, Chiefland, Florida, Tampa Bay, Florida area. We will open up a pre-created multi-track template session for them. WTBH. 91.5 Joyful Sounds Radio. This is a Christian contemporary religious station here. You can see the music bed in track 1 for their weather, and then in track 2, my voice, highlighting in red, the bouncing up and down there of the waveform, my voice as we speak in real time. This will be airing today, 6 to midnight, Eastern Standard Time, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view together. You guys can read along with me. We're going to start with this open up at the top. Hello. Thank you very much. And then we'll go, let's see, we'll go tonight through probably Sunday, and then this big close right here at the bottom. Right there. All right, here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for this evening. Showers are likely with some light and variable winds. With some light and variable winds.
Strike!
I know. One more. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Some showers likely by morning. Light and variable winds out of our north and northeast. Our low temperature right around 49. More showers likely on your Saturday afternoon. A high of 72. And rain and thunderstorms possible Saturday night, a low of 57 degrees. Mostly sunny on Sunday, a high of 69. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, that looks good there. Let's switch over to the Adobe Editing View. We're a little shy of our 28 or 30 or whatever it needed to be. That's okay with the music bed. It'll make it sound cool. We'll pull her back and start a little later. Just a hair as the music begins, raising up the voiceover about 1.1.5 dB or so. We'll bounce down both those tracks together, unmuting the music bed. You can see they gave us a 60-second read. We only need a 30-second jingle here. So we'll add a quick fade onto the end of this. Did we already add our Joyful Sounds Radio? Did we add our mastering? I don't think we did. Let's go ahead and add the mastering first. Whoopsie, what happened there? Don't know. Yeah, okay, weird. That's better. That has the mastering right there. You can see the waveform is solid. Quick fade out. Okay, here we go. Finished product, WTBH, Tampa Bay, Chiefland, Florida. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Some showers likely by morning. Light and variable winds out of our north and northeast. Our low temperature right around 49. More showers likely on your Saturday afternoon, a high of 72. And rain and thunderstorms possible Saturday night, a low of 57 degrees. Mostly sunny on Sunday, a high of 69. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. Yeah, I love doing voice tracking. Anybody needs some voice track work, I'm your guy. I'd just love to do it. All right, we just trimmed off the front side of things, give that a little haircut. Now we can go ahead and export this file. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut, keyboard-wise, to do that. Otherwise, you'd be clicking around. Just copying and pasting the file name there, WTBH-FM-EV. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we'll find it here in my E drive. There it is. And send it on its way to Florida. Right into their automation computer, ready to trigger later tonight, 6 to midnight. Okay, we're going to move on from Florida to Louisiana. This is a dry read for WTYJ WMIS, 2 sticks there, in Ferndale, Louisiana, Adams, Jefferson County, Franklin, Emmis, Concordia. Let's look for a dry template right here, which just includes some denoise and mastering on my microphone in real time because my mic is pretty close to my computer fan. It can give a little bit of some sound. We want to welcome Shelly, longtime friend, back in for a little brief visit for us. Welcome, Shelly Huffman. All righty, let's move on. WTYJ will give a quick read for this one. 30 seconds on the clock. Airing 4 to 6 a.m., 4 p.m. tonight, all the way over until 6 a.m. That's a long time to do a forecast. 30 seconds. Let's give it a read. Here we go. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, a chance of some rain this evening, becoming mostly cloudy by morning. Light winds coming out of our east, a low temperature right around 40 degrees. A chance of some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 53. And mostly cloudy skies continue Saturday evening. Light winds out of our south and a low of 39. Mostly sunny skies on our Sunday with a high reaching 56. This is John Gale reporting. All right, that's a one take there for WTYJ WMIS, Ferndale, Louisiana, if you're from Louisiana. Switch over to the Adobe Editing View. We'll drag back the voice over to the 0 cursor mark here. Adding, we'll bounce it down, a little clip right here at the 12-second, not quite a clip, but a little sharp low end. When it drops down there in the waveform on the low side, that's actually the frequencies for the low end. We'll just pull it up a little bit like that so it doesn't get too loud in the mix. All right, let's trim it up. 30 seconds right there, looks pretty good. Oh, we got to turn off this too. So we're going to add a little compression and expansion. Let's quickly add our multiband compression. Go to the time and pitch feature, stretch and pitch process. We're currently at 29.7 right here, and that needs to be a 30-second duration. We'll hit apply here.
Boom shakalaka.
Here we go. Finish read. WTYJ WNIS. From the WTYJ WN. All right, looks good there. All right, nice. Let's go ahead and Control-Shift-E it, which is to bring up this export file window here. We will name it WTYJ FM80R4. They probably name it 4. It's probably the 4th read for the day or something like that. That is not the right file name. Copy and pasting. Make sure you do it right. There we go. Hit OK. We will overwrite yesterday's forecast because no one cares about yesterday's weather, and I don't need a folder full of them. So we will just go over yesterday's with the same file name and find it right here, sending it via FTP over the internet. On time, good job. We're ready to move on from Ferndale to, let's see, Cincinnati. WGRI is up next. Hamilton County, Butler, Warren. We'll close out this multi-track session template we just finished for Louisiana and open up GRI right here for Cincinnati. This includes their jingle bed in track 1, my voiceover in track 2. 6 to midnight, this forecast will be airing 24 seconds on the clock for 10:50 a.m. Inspiration Radio. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for this evening, scattered snow showers expected by morning. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 21. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday with calm winds out of the west and a high reaching 35. A chance of snow Saturday night, a low of 19 degrees. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. Shelly says she got a call. Boo, I'll be back. All right, not a problem. Let's switch over. That's a one-take Johnny G for WGRI. Yeah. Don't get too many of those. Switching over to the Adobe Editing post-production view. This is our digital audio workstation, Adobe Audition. Pull that back to the front side. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both these tracks together as one, combining the voiceover with the music. Add the mastering and effects we need. What is this going on right here? Looks like a breath. 24. Is that with the music bed? Looked like it, didn't it? Zooming into the front side of things. All right, let's take a listen. Finished product, WGRI Cincinnati. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for this evening, scattered snow showers expected by morning. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 21. We'll have some sunshine on our Saturday with calm winds out of the west and a high reaching 35. A chance of snow Saturday night, a low of 19 degrees. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, looks good there. Here's a 25 mark. Control-Shift-E is a shortcut that brings up this export file window where we will name this an MP3 file, calling it WGRI AMEV. It's time for a haircut, guys. I was looking at my hair. It looks thin and gray when it's long, which means it is thin and gray when it's short, but you can't tell it as much when there's product in it. You know, you can't really see it as much. When it's drier, fluffy, and long, well, you see every little gray hair. Don't you hate that? WGRI is in the can. Let's move on. From Cincinnati, I think we're going to go to Dayton now. Yeah, Dayton right up the road. WHKO, Cox Radio Broadcast Group. This is an urban signal for them. We'll open up the multi-track template session that we pre-created about a year ago. Here it is. Their jingle in track 1, my voiceover in track 2. This airs 6 to midnight. Eastern Standard Time, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast. For Dayton, Ohio, starting tonight. Here we go. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for this evening, some scattered snow showers, cloudy skies, and partly cloudy by morning. New snow accumulation. Strike. One more read. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Skywatch weather. No, what the heck? From the 24-hour Miami Valley's... What the heck? I keep thinking Skywatch weather from Cincinnati. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, some scattered snow showers becoming cloudy by morning. Our low temperature right around 15 degrees. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Mostly sunny on your Saturday, light winds out of the west and a high reaching 27. And a chance of snow on your Saturday evening, becoming mostly cloudy, light and variable winds and a low of 13 degrees. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high of 20. That's your date and area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. All right, that's the one that we'll use right there. After many tries, let's go ahead and trim it out. Polar back. Polar vortex, right? We're going to zoom in real tight because we did go over a hair. We'll raise up the voice a little bit on this one. About 1.3 will work. Let's find a couple breaths, and let's do our magic on it. Yeah, we need to get this a little tighter. Here we goes one. Need to zoom in and see how far I am on that one. Good. Another one right here, a shorty right there. Here's one right here that's pretty normal looking. The others are a little tight already. Like this one's gonna be a little tight. Not too bad on that one. And this one, let's see what we got out of all that if we were able to pull out about a second. Yeah, we did. Look at that. So here we were over the 30 by about 1 second. But taking out those breaths there, that kind of trimmed it up. All right, we'll unmute the music bed, bounce down both those tracks, those files together, combining the voiceover with the music. Add the mastering, compression, multiband broadcast effects here. Let's take a listen. Finished product here for WHKO-FM Dayton, Ohio. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, some scattered snow showers, becoming cloudy by morning. Our low temperature right around 15 degrees. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Mostly sunny on your Saturday, light winds out of the west and a high reaching 27. And a chance of snow on your Saturday evening, becoming mostly cloudy, light and variable winds and a low of 13 degrees. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high of 20. That's your date and area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. All right, looks good there. And I liked the fade out. We'll turn off the disco lights and scroll back to the editing process view here. Here's our 30. Trim it out. Same thing on that side of things. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut. We're going to name it, my Chrome key, and my forehead's a little green. You're getting a little bit of the shininess there for some reason. WHKO's in the can. Let's go ahead and find it. We'll copy and paste it here and name it and claim it, overriding yesterday's forecast. We will look for it. There it is, Dayton, Ohio, WHKO. Off she goes via FTP file transfer protocol to Montgomery County. And we can move on back down to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, Dayton, back down to Cincinnati. WCVX is up next. Inspiration, let's see, Christian radio station, right? Let's see here. Let's open up a or CVX's, right? CVX, yep. There it is. Music bed and track 1. Christian Talk, 1160 a.m., 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go, 6 to midnight. Starting with tonight, here we go. From the Christian Talk, 1160 WeatherBug. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, some scattered snow showers. Strike. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, scattered snow showers expected over this evening, becoming mostly cloudy. Accumulation of less than one more read. That was a strike 3.
Strike 3, you're out.
Yeah, I know. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, scattered snow showers, becoming mostly cloudy by morning. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Our low temperature 21. Mostly sunny skies on your Saturday. Light winds out of the west and a high of 35. And a chance of snow Saturday evening, a low of 19. This weather's been brought to you by Ket Moy, providing design, printing, and promotion services. 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. Finally. All right, let's zoom in. Here's the front, I believe, of the forecast right there. Maybe. Looks right, right? A low of 19. This weather. Right there, I'm going to zoom in on this. I'm going to do a little crossfade on that one. Big deep on that one. And that gets us right under the 30. That's perfect. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both again, those tracks together, combining them as one. We're doing some live radio broadcast audio production, gang, on our Facebook Live page as well as YouTube and the Twitch platform called the Audio Pro. We'll add some mastering and compression here, doing some weather forecast for Cincinnati. Let's take a listen. Finished product, WCVX AM. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, scattered snow showers becoming mostly cloudy by morning. New snow accumulation less than half of an inch possible. Our low temperature 21. Mostly sunny skies on your Saturday, light winds out of the west and a high of 35. And a chance of snow Saturday evening, a low of 19. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. We ask you guys to share, and share alike. The way you do that on Facebook is with the little arrow key. We'd appreciate it that if you would maybe save it to, or share it as a watch party on your own page, or even possibly to a group, radio group that you follow, audio editing group that you follow. All right, this guy is ready to be exported. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps to kind of create a larger audience. Every little like and forward and comment that you do, actually, with Facebook, the algorithm changes and they, get it out a little bit further for you. I don't know how it all works. It's kind of beyond me. All right, we just created the MP3 for Cincinnati. Let's go ahead and send it over the internet via FTP. And we will move on to the next signal on the list on this Friday edition of the Radio Guy. It's WPLK, Palatka, Florida, covering near the Jacksonville, Florida area. WPLK, AM 800, FM 98.3. This is a nostalgia station format, meaning they play pretty much anything. And they even go by that. We play everything. 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 30 seconds on the clock. We'll start with tonight. Here we go. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for this evening, showers likely early on, becoming cloudy by morning with some light winds out of our southwest, a low temperature around 50. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on Saturday with a high of 71. More rain and a possible thunderstorm Saturday evening. Calm winds from the southwest and a low of 59. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. And that is a one take. Read. One take, Johnny G. Yeah. All right, we'll switch over to the Adobe post-production editing view after we've done the live read. Here's our razor tool. We will trim out the voiceover. Get rid of everything else. Drag this back to the 0 cursor mark directly underneath the music bed for WPLK's weather. We'll raise ourselves up about 1.2 dB. Looks good there. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both those tracks together as one. Add some mastering. And here's the finished product, WPLK. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for this evening, showers likely early on, becoming cloudy by morning with some light winds out of our southwest, a low temperature around 50. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on Saturday with a high of 71. More rain and a possible thunderstorm Saturday evening. Calm winds from the southwest and a low of 59. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. All right, good read there. All righty. Yeah. Oh. We'll trim it out. Also on the front side, there's a little bit of delay right there we'll get rid of. Control-Shift-E being the shortcut. We're going to save this as an MP3 to my E drive first. Overwrite yesterday's. Look for it here in my SSD drive. And off she goes via FTP file transfer protocol like a giant Dropbox right into the automation computer in Florida. And we're ready to move on to KIMX, Cheyenne, and Laramie, Wyoming. A dual read, 2 different cities far enough apart to actually have their own weather forecast, but we have to do it in one because the same stick covers both cities. 26 seconds on the clock. It can cause some issue. Hey, Dawson, welcome, my friend. Dawson's in the house, everybody. So we've got Laramie up here at the top, Laramie Regional Airport. Welcome, my son. We're going to take a look at tonight's forecast. If it's the same for Cheyenne down here at the bottom, we will combine them and do them together. So we got snow, blustery, snow, breezy, snow, windy. Yep. 15, 18, 29, 30. That's a 6-degree difference. 21, 23. We can do a range. We can do them together. Yippee-ki-yay. Let's start the recorder in track 2 and give this a read. 26 seconds on the clock. Airing 4 to midnight Mountain Time. Here we go. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of some snow early on, windy conditions, and partly cloudy by morning, our low in the upper teens. Partly sunny on Saturday and breezy, a high in the mid-30s, and partly cloudy overnight. Saturday evening, still breezy, a low in the mid-20s. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, that's a one-take read for KIMX. Yeah. Switch to the Adobe View here. We will trim it out. I think this is the start of the read. Right there, use the razor tool, get rid of it. Come on, Johnny G. Delete and pull this back underneath that sting. That's where we want to start the voiceover right about there. We'll raise up the voice maybe a little bit there. 1, 3, looks good. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both those tracks. Add the mastering and effects we need. Here's the finished product. KIMX FM, Cheyenne, Wyoming.
KIMX weather.
From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of some snow early on, windy conditions, and partly cloudy by morning, our low in the upper teens. Partly sunny on Saturday and breezy, a high in the mid-30s, and partly cloudy overnight. Saturday evening, still breezy, a low in the mid-20s. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, looks good there. That's where we went to trim it as that fade out finishes up. Right there is a good spot. We'll scroll back to the front end of things and trim off the dead air. Control-Shift-E, Control-Shift-E, Control-Shift-E. A keyboard shortcut to bring up this export file window. We're going to name this KIMX-FM-EV. Overwrite yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Cheyenne. Here we go. Let's find it and send it on its way. On time, good job. Now we can move on to their sister station, K-Hat Radio, a country format. Same 2 cities of Laramie and Cheyenne. We will open up the different multi-track template session for them. That includes, of course, their jingle. This is a donut, sting in the front, sting in the at the end, hole in the middle. Start the recorder. 4 to midnight, same forecast. We can do them together. 24 seconds, so we have a little bit shorter of amount of time. 24 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view together. Here we go. From the new Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of snow early on, becoming partly cloudy and windy, a low in the upper teens. Mostly sunny skies on your Saturday, still breezy, a high in the mid-30s, and partly cloudy overnight. Saturday evening, breezy with a low in the low 20s. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, looks good. One take. Trimming out with the razor tool. We're going to put this right there in that hole of the donut bed. As you can see, the sting there begins to ramp down. Go forward a little bit on this one, because we're a little shy on our, just a little bit. All right. Let's unmute the music bed, bounce down these together. Add our mastering. Let's see what this sounds like. It's a little loose, but let's hear it. From the new Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of snow early on, becoming partly cloudy and windy, a low in the upper teens. Mostly sunny skies on your Saturday, still breezy, a high in the mid-30s, and partly cloudy overnight. Saturday evening, breezy with a low in the low 20s. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, it sounded okay there. You're just starting a little bit late into the mix. Not a problem. Let's scroll back to the front side of things and trim off just that little millisecond of nothing. That always irks me. We will go ahead and name this K-Hat FM EV and send it on its way via file transfer protocol, FTP, to Cheyenne and Laramie, Wyoming. We're doing some live radio broadcast audio editing for radio stations across the U.S. Moving on from Cheyenne to Louisiana. This is Winsboro, Louisiana, Franklin County, also covering near Jackson, Mississippi. We will close out this multi-track template session here and open up a brand new one for KMAR FM. KMAR's got a really awesome little jingle bed, has some singing with a sting. It's really sweet. I love it. It's my favorite right now for all my reads. I know you get to love them like they're your children, you know. Check your phone when you can. Okay, will do. All righty, we'll do. KMAR overnight for this evening. So we'll start with tonight's day part. 24 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view together. Give it a read. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Friday evening forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, some calm winds coming out of our southwest, a low temperature around 36. We may have a chance of some rain afternoon on Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high of 53. And cloudy again Saturday evening, light winds out of the south and a low of 37 degrees. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, that's a one take for KMAR Radio, Winsboro, Louisiana. We'll switch here to the post-production editing view. Here's the start of the voiceover. Highlight and delete everything else. We will drag it back. Right underneath that ramp down, that's where we want to start. Go back a little bit more, maybe. That's good. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both those tracks together into one new stereo audio file. Adding the mastering and effects we need. Here's the finished read. KMAR FM, Winsboro, Franklin County, Louisiana. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Friday evening forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, some calm winds coming out of our southwest, a low temperature around 36. We may have a chance of some rain afternoon on Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high of 53. And cloudy again Saturday evening, light winds out of the south and a low of 37 degrees. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, great little read there for KMAR, Winsboro, Louisiana. We will just trim off the dead air. Get this all suited up and ready to run over the internet to their radio station there. Control-Shift-E, we're going to make it a MP3. We could create a wave or an OGG here, but it needs to be an MP3, 128 kilobits per second constant bit rate. Just saving it right now and overwriting yesterday's forecast with the same file name. There it is in my E drive. And we'll send it via FTP over the internet like a giant drop box in the sky to Louisiana. That's going to be it, guys, for this edition of the Radio Guy. So appreciate everybody tuning in on our Facebook channel, on our YouTube channel, live streaming every single weekday, as well as Twitch, the new platform that we're on now called the Audio Pro there. We couldn't get the Radio Guy name on Twitch, so we chose the Audio Pro instead. Make sure you follow us also on some social media. We're on Instagram with some great behind-the-scenes pictures. The.Radio Guy, the.Radio Guy on Insta. My Insta-Finsta is my daughter. She knows all about Instagram. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Until Monday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. That means we're into the weekend here. You guys have a good one, a safe one. Be good to one another, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.